If you think about it, there are a lot of important life events in each person's life, just like all the important events in your own personal life. Consider all the major milestones and accomplishments in your life, for example. The first day you went to kindergarten school when you were 5, the first time you learned to ride a bicycle, first time you got your driver's license, or went off to college, or your first job, your first promotion, etc. There are lots of life events and we celebrate them in our own life. But as we can all see, there are two events in life that affects everyone. It's life and death. Life and death are two of the most important life events, and between these two events, we encounter numerous joys, hopes, and challenges, and everything in between. These two distinct life events encourage us to reflect on the meaning of our life here on earth. That just as there is always a beginning to everything, there's also an end to it as well. So usually the end of a calendar year is a great opportunity for us to reflect on all the joys and accomplishments of this past year. Think about all the things you've done this year. As well, the end of a year is also an opportunity to reflect on our mistakes and struggles and to make the effort to do better in the upcoming year. Know that you can always do better. Now, it's true that 2020 for most people has been a challenging year. I spoke to many people who share with me about the struggles and problems they encounter, from losing their jobs, to being disrupted with their daily routine and work schedule, to not being able to travel, see family, friends, etc. For sure, 2020 has been a challenge for most of us, but with every challenge, there are also blessings as well. And sometimes we focus so much on the challenges and also the negativity that we forget to count our blessings. For example, during 2020, many of us had more free time to spend with our families and loved ones. I spoke to a man who is a father of 3 kids, for example. He says that prior to 2020, his work schedule was so intense that he does not have any time to spend with his kids or family, for that matter. But the events of 2020 changed that and gave him the opportunity to bond with his kids and his family. Think of all the free time that you've had this past year to reflect on your own personal life and your own journey of faith. And so as we close out this year, 2020, and move into 2021, I'd like to share just 5 ideas for you to consider. These ideas hopefully will help you to get started on the right foot in 2021. Number 1, stay positive. The most important thing for all of us is having the right mindset. Here's what I mean. Focus on the negativity and you will feel sad and depressed. Sometimes in our life, we focus so much on what we can't do that we forget to look at the reality of the things that we actually can do. The past is an opportunity for us to reflect on and to see our mistakes so that we can focus on the future and do better. Staying positive in the new year will help us to accomplish that focus and do more with our life. So focus on what you can do and what you can change. Whatever is beyond your control, just let them go, because they only waste time. They only waste your time. Number two, set clear and achievable goals and create a plan to accomplish them. Having clear ideas and goals will help you to accomplish them. And here's what I mean. Think about the last time you started a project and you had no idea what to do or how you want to even get started. Then after a while, you come up with many different excuses about why you're behind or why you're not focusing on this project. And then at the end of the year, it's not done. Well, what happened? It's easy. There was a lack of goals and planning. Now, if you really have focus and a plan on what you want to do and how you want to achieve them, then your chances very high that you will accomplish them. So at the end of the year, take the time and ask yourself, what are some goals that I want to accomplish this year? And more specifically, what can I do to achieve these goals that I set out to achieve? Just a reminder to be sure to make your goals achievable and create a game plan for accomplishing them. Number three, take care of your health. In order to accomplish anything great, you need lots of energy. Imagine the last time you were sick, for example, and I mean really sick. So sick, in fact, it was even difficult for you to get out of bed. Well, in those moments, you probably weren't able to get much done. And so you see, your health is so important. And taking care of your body and feeding it right with the right food and exercise will give you the energy you need to accomplish important tasks and your goals. So, of course, physical health is important, but also mental health is important as well. You need both. Hard work has to be balanced with physical health and, of course, relaxation, which affects your mental health. Let's move on. Point number four. Point number four, spend time with those who are most important to you, your family, your friends, and those who have an impact in your life. Every single one of us as human beings must be connected to others. This is why we all have families and friends. You see, friends can definitely cheer you up when you are down, and your families are always with you forever because the relationship of family is through blood or marriage, which runs deep. So then be sure to spend time with your family and your friends and those important in your life. I've actually discussed this point in detail before, so I'll simply share this thought. Those who are well connected to their loved ones are generally happier and more fulfilled in their own life. Connection is key here, which then brings us to the last and final point I'd like to share. Work on your faith and spiritual life. Just as important with connecting with our families and loved ones, it's important for us to connect to God as well. So oftentimes, this is probably the last thing we think about. But spirituality and the spiritual life is so important because it adds to the balance of our day. And so make your faith the center of all you do. Allow it to transform your life. Allow it to be the cornerstone of your life. Because faith will help carry you through the challenges and difficulties you face in your own personal life. And so, friends, we all have the choice and freedom to do whatever we want with our life. And the end of the year is a great opportunity to reflect on all the good and the bad of the year, and then to start the new year with a great opportunity to make plans and to work on ourselves to do better. And so at the beginning of each new year, we give thanks to God for all the gifts and blessings He has given to us throughout the past year and throughout our lives, and rededicate ourselves to journeying with the Lord in the new year. May God bless you abundantly in this new year.